Internet of Things, nanotechnology and healthcare, digital education and e-commerce development. The modern world stands on the threshold of large-scale changes in daily lives of people and the economy of entire regions. Even as we speak, the experts call these transformations as the fourth industrial revolution, inscribing them in consistent history of previous technological explosions. In a special program, Digital Kazakhstan, we tell about how they affect the internal processes in the Republic. And in today's release, we will talk about mobile banking. According to forecasts of industry analysts, by 2020, 90% of the world population over 6 years will have a smartphone, and the number of connections to mobile networks will exceed 6 billion. This obvious world trend dictates the need for a digital transformation of all everyday life branches, and primarily of the banking sector. People really go online, they go to mobile applications, they get more benefits and services from mobile phones. Therefore, of course, there will be a growth in the coming years. It would be nice if number of visits to internet banking or mobile applications in Kazakhstan would not just increase. It would be nice to have such systems which will really facilitate our life. Experts of McKinsey International Consulting Organization are sure that banks can get up to 45% of net profit increase due to digital strategy implementation. In order to take this path effectively, it is necessary to take into account both internal changes and external ones and focus on solving problems in the following areas. Client focus suggests that when creating products and new services, it is necessary to guess the client's needs, his behavior, intentions, and interests. Organizational flexibility means that long-term strategy of financial institutions must be based on tasks that dictate a rapidly changing market. The open innovation term means that for the acceleration of new products creation, banks need to use actively external development teams and also involve market participants in search of new innovative services. Despite the fact that internet banking and mobile banking concept appeared relatively recently in Kazakhstan, already today, both these services demonstrate a steady increase in consumption. This is confirmed by studies of Financial Institutions Association of Kazakhstan, which say that only in the first months of the present year, the growth of non-cash transactions in Kazakhstan amounted to 65%, while their volume grew by 54%. If we talk about mobile banking, I absolutely remember exactly when it appeared. The service appeared in 2004 as follows. At that time, I worked at the Halyk Bank of Kazakhstan, and top management set a task for us. It was necessary to make sure that pensioners did not go to cash terminals. Because there were very few cash terminals at Halyk Bank, there were many pensioners, and they liked to come to cash terminals often while waiting for a pension and check whether the pension came or did not come. Industry pioneers found a solution to this problem in SMS notification sending, thereby implementing mobile banking technology for the first time in Kazakhstan. Of course, at that time, technology was primitive. It used SMS codes and individually adjusted for every brand of mobile phone. Previously, people did the following to get a balance. They dialed 01 and the last 4 digits of the card and sent to the 8080 number. They thought probably it is uncomfortable and made the first mobile application in Kazakhstan at that time. However, the system worked and enjoyed tremendous popularity. Moreover, it has become a catalyst for one more important achievement in mobile banking sphere in Kazakhstan. In 2006, a joyful event happened, and it was quite unexpected for us, developers, those who implemented it. We learned that we were the first in the world who made mobile transfers from card to card. Did not know that at that moment we were the first in the world. Visa and MasterCard informed us about it. I can say that probably after Gagarin's space launch, this was the first event that happened in Kazakhstan first in the world. To date, mobile banking services are provided by absolutely all accredited Kazakhstani banks, of which there are 35 in the country. In addition, the largest market players also offer other high-tech solutions. Now banks compete in convenience. If it was cool just to have a mobile application before, now all key banks already have them, and it's interesting to work on the service now. Entrance through fingerprint and application, making the same transfers that not every banks have. There's a struggle for service, for the functional, and naturally, for the tariffs. According to independent studies, results by Deloitte Consulting Company, by the end of 2016, only 15 of 35 Kazakhstani second-tier banks had their own mobile applications. The three leaders of their rating included those financial institutions that offer the most convenient and functional applications. People want to save their time, and we let them do it. Supposing that we can now open, credit with deposit, withdraw money from deposit, and close deposit within 2 minutes. Literally, you can make all these 4 operations without visiting the bank branch via network. This large bank offers its customers about 200 operations, which can be performed using only a mobile phone. Among them, transfers by phone number, credit with electronic wallets, loans of funds, and much more. Now we are actively looking at innovations toward transfers, cross-border transfers, because it becomes interesting for the citizens of Kazakhstan within the framework of globalization. We are also actively developing a personal finance analysis service that helps clients to analyze expenses, not only on their cards committed at us, but generally consider finances, which is especially important now. From the trends at development market, I would like to note the transition to biometrics. We have already implemented an input through fingerprint touch ID on all mobile devices. We turn to fingerprint transactions. We plan to introduce biometric identification on the face contour and by voice. Another unique local innovation is the widespread introduction of self-service terminals, VTM IQ. They are elements of transaction concept to digital office and simultaneously replace the manager, cashier, and cash terminal. Hello, how can I talk to you? Such terminal gives customers the opportunity to consult with a bank manager via video conference, check the card balance, connect SMS banking, and even apply for a loan. Terminal allows to reduce the time for customer servicing several times, give him all necessary documents, perform biometric analysis, and even print the card right there without visiting the bank branch. In the future, we plan to pilot these terminals in shopping centers. The capital's residents were the first to try this banking novelty, and so far, the feedback on its implementation has been exceptionally positive. Sign of your card is ready. Thank you for choosing our bank. Another innovation proposed by Kazakhstani developers is microcrediting through the internet. It is available throughout the country. Now you do not need to leave your home or office to get a small short-term loan. The main thing is to have a computer or a mobile phone connected to a network. It is enough simply to submit an electronic application, and the entire process of its consideration, processing, and issuance of money occurs electronically. We do not need to bring any documents physically or send them to us. Our customers simply have to meet basic selection criteria. They must be over 21 years old, must be citizens of Kazakhstan, have a valid mobile phone and a valid bank account. For the user's convenience, at company's website, a loan calculator is presented, which allows you to calculate the obtaining conditions and loan repayment with a pinpoint accuracy. Here you can find numerous useful articles explaining procedure for loan obtaining. The company's management notes that over the 3 years of the project's existence, about 260,000 clients have applied to them, who successfully received microcredits for personal needs. This confirms the project's success and the relevance of providing such services via the internet. We are not that we compete with banks. Finally, our loans are given only for up to 30 days, and the maximum amounts are 200,000 tenge. These are the limits from which banks usually just start working. They offer quite different amounts for a longer period. Therefore, our product is designed for an audience that, crudely speaking, was not previously covered by traditional financial services. Another integral attribute of modern world's mobile financial transactions is an electronic wallet. Until recently, Kazakhstani people used only foreign services to provide such services. But recently, domestic inventions have also entered the market. Local experts were spurred on successful world experience of switching to electronic money, another trend that is gaining popularity in Kazakhstan. For this, there are all prerequisites. There is a law on electronic money. First, the amendments were adopted in 2011, then a number of changes were introduced, and a full-value legal structure emerged last year. In October, significant changes were made in law on payments, and now officially such concepts as payment system, payment operator have appeared. And all participants who somehow acted in this field got legal status, including us. All-Pay mobile payment smart system was launched in 2016. It allows you to make any payments, make money transfers, pay for goods and services from your mobile wallet account. In addition, All-Pay service implements peer-to-peer technology, which excludes intermediaries from the chain of money transactions and allows to make a transfer directly from phone to phone. We have several payment methods. You can open a wallet and transfer money directly by dialing the phone number. You can transfer via QR code. And finally, what is the pride of our company is that we have developed a payment channel through secured Bluetooth. In order to pay for services via Bluetooth in the nearest future, it will be enough just to bring the cell phone to a special reader, which is currently undergoing beta testing in Astana and Almaty. In general, the partners of the system have already become a number of large suppliers of goods and services, including children's development centers, beauty salons, and restaurant complexes. System developers have tried to simplify the payment process for services and partner institutions as much as possible. Having received the invoice, the client has only to open his electronic wallet, find the institution where he is on the map, and enter the required amount in the field and confirm the payment. Transaction has passed. Thank you. Alternative way to pay for services using mobile phone was offered by the largest cellular operator in Kazakhstan. Together with one of the country's banks, the company issued its own plastic card directly related to mobile phone's balance. Mobile phone's balance and card balance are combined, and basically downloading money to your mobile number, or someone has transferred some amount to your mobile number in any convenient way, and there are dozens of them. You have the opportunity to pay with a card, pay for services, withdraw these money from cash terminals, and there are many advantages here. You can get such a card absolutely free at the company's head office, and its release will take no more than 15 minutes. Cardholders are guaranteed free maintenance, including cash withdrawals in all cash terminals of the country without commission, a high percentage of cash back, and security that meets international standards. Moreover, the card availability is not required for transactions, you just need a mobile phone. Such a project is unique not only for Kazakhstan, but quite rare in the whole world, where so far there are only 4 analogs. We see that people still like this service, because literally 2 weeks ago there was a presentation, and for this time already about 2,000 cards were issued and transferred to customers. This is a very good indicator even for the banking sphere. Such innovative financial solutions have a positive impact on the industry development on the whole. After all, the statement that volume of operations on payment cards online has grown dramatically is not an exaggeration. In March this year in Kazakhstan, a new record was fixed. The volume of online transactions on cards issued in Kazakhstan amounted to 55.2 billion tenge, while their total number reached 5.2 million units, which is also an absolute record. Meanwhile, the average check cannot boast such high rates. It is slightly more than 10,000 tenge. This means that Kazakhstani people began to buy more often, but the cost of purchased online goods decreased. Thus, digital transformation has already made significant adjustments to the banking sector and continues to rebuild it actively as one sees fit. Internet banking, which until recently seemed like a novelty, quickly goes to past, giving way to electronic wallets, mobile transfers, and blockchain, those technologies that will definitively transfer all spheres of everyday life into the digital age.